Alright, my friends. It has been months since I have done a chronology video. I last checked in with the 1990s, which I will refresh y'all's memory, was pretty much a write-off for me. I stopped collecting and started selling. My priorities were changing, focusing on career and travel and other stuff like that. And I simply wasn't into all the all the chrome covers, all those variants and all that kind of shit that Marvel and DC were throwing out there at the time in a desperate attempt, to keep their companies afloat. I couldn't have possibly cared less. I wasn't into artists like Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee and that kind of stuff. It just wasn't my bag. I was into my 30s, and priorities had shifted. Anyway, that was the 90s. Okay, complete write-off. Really didn't do anything with comics all the way up until around the year 2000. Oh, I would pick the occasional Superman or Batman or Captain America book off the stands just for the cover. But, that was it. And even then, I would get them from Barnes and Noble or Toys R Us or whatever. I wasn't going to any kind of local comic shop or whatever. I would just drop into those places and spin the rack and see what was what. Anyway, in the year 2000, March 15th of 2000, actually, I signed on to the internet for the first time. Great. I had heard about this thing called eBay, and that sounded great. Checked it out. At the time, there wasn't anything really like, mind-blowing going on. It just kind of kept the overstreet values going on, the comic buyer's guide values going on, and stuff like that. And I just, as it turns out, naively assumed that this would be just the way that comic collecting would go. And I had about, literally, at its peak, my collection was probably 8,000 or 8,500 books. And I thought that I wanted to, it's funny when I think about it now, but I'm going to cash in, right? Yeah. And I actually brought down, this was the room that I began first processing my comic book eBay sales in. I brought down about, I don't know, 10 or 12 long boxes. Just all kinds of stuff and all kinds of grades. And started auctioning it on eBay. And eBay back in the day, they didn't have the buy it now price. There was nothing like that going on, so you just auctioned your book. And as many books as I sold, incredible books, Silver Age, high-grade Silver and Bronze Age books, you know, that I'd get 99 cents for, the opening bid. You know, I just figured, well, it's a reflection of, you know, the market, and everything's all right. I didn't worry about it. I typically drew in multiple buyers. It wasn't like one guy buys a 99-cent book. It was like one guy buys 30 99-cent books. And that was fine. I really didn't think all that much about it. I paid next to nothing for them anyway. Many of those books I pulled from the bargain bins of the 70s, 3 for $1, you know, so you know, if I make a profit of 50 cents, boy, I thought I was doing real well, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny. I didn't realize that the emergence of eBay was going to coincide with the emergence of CGC and, you know, slabbing books and all that. So by the time I got halfway through the decade of the 2000 aughts, about 2005, and I had rolled through probably, good God, thousands of books. 3, 4, maybe 5,000 books. I don't even remember. All I know was I was very happy that they were flying out the door. I just wanted to liquidate all this stuff that I didn't need. I didn't felt that I needed anymore. As a collector, getting into my 40s, you know, I thought, well, what the hell? I've had them all these years. Let's pass them on. You know, and then in the latter half of the 2000 aughts, I started seeing these CGC slabs selling for just what seemed to me like insane prices. Insane prices. Where I had sold a 9.6 Tales to Astonish number 89, a raw copy, for I think it was $12.99, something like that. All of a sudden I was seeing a 9.6 slabbed copy of Tales to Astonish 89 selling for like $229. I couldn't even believe my fucking eyes. You know, like, what is the difference between my raw copy, my raw 9.6, and the 9.6 slab? They're the same grade. Why am I getting $12.99 for the raw one, and the slabbed copy is getting like $2.99? I couldn't and I still can't even wrap my mind around it. An i6 is a 9.6, whether it's raw or slabbed. You know, anyway, I'm getting kind of overheated here with this video. And it's probably running a little long. But I'll get back. This is just the introduction. Let me just calm myself down. This is just the introduction into those early years of my eBay sales. I'll get into specific books and things like that in the next video. But here you go, folks. I'm sure... Geez, my reaction to just remembering all this will give you enough information, all the information you need to understand my confusion and how upset I was when you had this confluence of eBay and CGC in the years 2000 through, about 2005, about 2006. And one more thing just popped in my head. My best copy of The Amazing Spider-Man number 28. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The legendary black cover, first appearance of the Molten Man. I had a stunning, very fine copy of it. Stunning, very fine copy of it. Stunning, very fine copy of it. I sold that fucking thing for $58. Back around 2002, 2003. All right. I'm gonna calm down, and I'll come back with a part 2 to this little thing. And I'll finish off my eBay stuff as I went through the 2000 aughts and actually got into the world of YouTube. But I'll get into all that next time. I'll be calm. I'll have a grip on myself. Everything's going to be fine, right? Yep. All right. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.